Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. Hey, it's Kui.
And it's me.
And it is The Raw. You already know what's going on.
You already know what it was when we say that, baby. Every time we come and bring y'all the truth. The Raw ain't nothing but the Raw. You heard. Cheer it up.
No, because Micheline
She's
swears she wants to be what? She swears she wants to be young so bad that she has Princess telling her, like, she didn't know what purr was, and she was like, why do you keep saying that? Like, oh, it's purr now?
It's like every time we get up here, you want to out me.
Because
What's
it's the
problem?
Raw. Like,
what's the problem?
It's not a problem. Like,
I always have to watch myself because the Queen does our editing, and so
y'all, I'm so excited for today's episode.
Oh my god, me too. This one is like near and dear to our hearts.
I'm sure that everyone has experienced
this, what we're about to talk about today. And honestly,
seriously,
we didn't think that there's a better time to talk about this topic than right now because it's the holiday season.
child.
In the spirit, the holiday spirit, we wanted to give y'all a gift because the last thing we want to happen, ladies, and I mean, men, you could spin this too and be like, this works for y'all. We just don't want y'all spending money.
Like getting caught up doing the most.
Spending money on a gift.
Doing duties that you don't have to be doing duties for because that ain't your man.
That ain't, yo.
Okay?
Putting time and thought into getting something for someone that's just not that into you.
So today, ladies, the topic is, ladies, he's just not that into you.
He can't be.
How could he be? Like,
The
you
sign-
see it?
He knows it.
He's not into you. He not into you. And
Bro.
honestly, like, sometimes it's as clear as day, but other times it'd be one of those things where you really have to gauge because it's
Right.
like, he could be into you, but like, then you have to figure out,
Is he really?
And so we just gonna tell you some signs to look out for.
And disclaimer, before we get into all this,
Give a disclaimer.
we understand, and I'm gonna say we because I be knowing I can speak in this instance for a queer. We understand how hard it is to swallow this pill when you're in this situation. Because I've been in situations where the other person is obviously in no way, shape, or form at the same place that I'm at, and I still be like, maybe. Like, when you're living it, it's really hard to just count those red flags as orange. But let's just present them to you, and then whatever you choose to do with that information is up to you in your own situationships, relationships, etc., and entanglements. But here are our ladies. He's just not that into you points.
Wow.
Point
that was
number
a good
one.
disclaimer. That was good. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna kick it off with point number one? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Point number one. Ladies, if he always has an excuse, he's just not that into you. Let's talk about it. What do you mean? Oh, I ain't call you because da-da-da-da. Oh, I ain't hit you up because da-da-da-da-da. Oh, you haven't heard from me because da-da-da-da-da.
Every
One
day,
time-
Mr. Excuses.
Yeah, like we get one excuse, two excuses. But if every day is an excuse, what is it? What are excuses? Excuses are tools.
Heard Miss Ricky.
I'm just saying,
Okay,
like,
excuses are. Tell them what they are.
yeah, hello. And so it's just like sometimes things do happen in life that's happened, and like things don't go as planned, or you like. But when someone is in a consistent state of excuse, it's like at this point, you as the receiver have to understand, like, if they're always having to excuse their actions, they're not aligned with my expectations.
And you also have to understand that excuses, like, sometimes they aren't even like valid, because if you want to do something, you're gonna find a way to do it. Like when me and Micheline are trying to film and sometimes our schedules don't work, we find a way. There might be an excuse, but it comes with a solution afterwards, right? So it's like, I'm sorry I didn't call you, but I'm gonna call you tonight at 2 or tonight at 10 p.m. or whatever, and making sure they do it. So if it's just empty excuses, they just give you excuses, no solution. Like at some point you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and be like,
wow, he's really not that into me.
He's not into me, and I deserve more. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, I think, is in the same vein of reciprocity. Is like, I know that a lot of people are like, oh, we're grown, so it doesn't have to be like, he has to hit me up first, whatever. But if there's a point where you're always the one who's starting up conversation, to the point where you look through your thread and you see that, like, it's a bit annoying, isn't it? Like, you see that you're having a conversation with yourself. You see that you're the only one taking initiative to start conversation.
Crazy.
Like, if you take it still, bro. Like, if you take it for a day and be like, all right, I'm not going to hit this man up and see if he hit me up. And he having the time of his life, didn't even think twice about the afterthought. Like,
ladies,
babes,
he's just not that into you.
Okay?
Which brings us to point number 3. If this man has you turning into a wanna, if you are picking up the wrong man, carrying him on your back, if you are carrying the situationship, it's all your efforts.
So what will happen when you are driving your dates and your car breaks down? What will you do? So that means you will jump out of your car, you go and grab your box of tools from Home Depot, because that's where you like to shop, that you can be free to walk in your manhood, because you wanna gonna be a man.
Wanna. Ooh, what? Sis, he's just not that into you.
He's not.
A man that is just into you will not allow you to carry the weight of the entire situation on your back. Look, we always excuses. Effort no day. And the weight yourself, mama. You're the one calling. You're the one texting. You are even going to become a party planner and you're planning the dates yourself. And when you go on those dates,
it's just you
alone.
alone. It's just you, y'all. The day by yourself.
You didn't even want to
be
pay
the check.
But because you have planned everything, you even want to pick him up. You even want to pick
y'all there. Driving your car.
Fighting traffic. Strong woman.
There, you're sweating your makeup out.
Independent woman. I can do this part.
Come on.
Sis.
Come on.
He's what? He's
just not that into you. And even segue into point number 5.
When I tell you last video to talk about things we liked about men,
we were like,
we stayed on one point for 45 minutes. We couldn't think of another.
The points are just coming.
But today to know he's not that into you, mama, I can sit here for days.
Oh my God, come on, please take notes.
And I wouldn't be speaking from something that I haven't experienced.
These are experiences. Do you get? Okay, so point number 4 or 5, I don't really know what point we're on. But ladies, if you're always finding yourself having to pay for things when y'all are together, always, okay?
It's not that he's just not that into you. He's also just not into work.
He might be broke. We get the men with potential, but also
that mixtape that's been trying to go off, it hasn't gone off yet.
Please.
He's been camping, camp, and he's still not really a baller.
Yeah, because honestly, understand this. They don't have to pay for you every time, but a man who really likes you wants to treat you. He wants to show you a good time. He's gonna pay for some of the things, okay? And that's how you know, like, if he is looking for you to pay for everything, looking to go halvesies on everything, yeah, it could be a state on, like, their financial matters, but you also might just have to know that, ladies, he's just not that into you. And he's not.
Which brings me to the next point.
Take it away, sis.
I can take it away and never bring it back. How many points I have.
Oh my God.
My next point. This one is tough. It's tough. You know why it's tough? Because everyone is different. Okay. So this red flag isn't as easy to spot. You really have to be paying attention. This has to be someone that you're like actually talking to, actually dating, thinking about going to that next step.
Tell us
ladies,
about it. Tell us.
If this man is sneaky.
Ooh.
Ladies,
oh my God, you have to be investigator.
Just not that. If you become investigator gadgets yourself,
no, seriously, if you have to go that far,
you must put on a badge and go out to investigate.
Please, FBI,
ladies, let it go.
Let it go. Because really, he's just not that into you.
Because a man that is very interested, those are the most transparent.
Transparent. Let me tell you. And every day, tell it every detail. And today, this is what happened. And yesterday, this is what happened. And this is who I spoke to. And this is where I was going. And just transparent. Do that. Like, you don't have to force, you don't have to ask questions, you don't have to be sneaky, trying to swerve away. Exactly. Trying to find the truth in it by asking him tricky questions. You don't have to do any of that.
The moment you become trickster, the magician, just know yourself, you're even your own
and even
mind,
you lose. Yeah, exactly. You lose a sense of peace. Like, who have you become at that point? You know. So it's just like, forget. Okay. Forget.
Because obviously, he's just not that into you. Which brings me to the
next point. Okay, because I have points. I have points.
Put them out.
Okay, listen, ladies, listen. If you find yourself talking to him and like it's clear that he's not remembering the things, like important things that you're telling him, or like say you have a really big
dating
day,
a wall.
You're literally talking to the wall. You say you have a really big day coming up, you know, like you're event planner, you plan something, and this is something you've been working months for. Okay, you've been telling him about how it's so much work, this, that, and the other, and the day comes. He doesn't say, good luck, babes. I know that you're going to do this because you were made for this. He doesn't check in. Oh, how did the event go? He doesn't say anything. He's just there talking about his day. Please.
Playing FIFA, Madden.
Exactly. Just
he's a madman. That's what he is.
Everyday association. Yeah, listen, like you can't just be talking to yourself, okay? Like you have to have some level of like, this is a man who shows he cares about me because he listens to me, he remembers the things I tell him. If not, yeah, like it doesn't even have to be like, oh babe, like you didn't even ask me about. No, ladies, please.
Just know
he's just not that into you. He's not that into you. Okay?
Which
brings me to the next one.
This point.
Oh,
this
God.
point. At this point. This point is. I'm so passionate about this point. I don't even know how to express the passion.
It's even coming through now.
We can call it follow through. We can call it finish what you start. But for me, I want to simplify and say, does his words match his actions? Because if he can sweet words you and nothing actionable comes out of it, let me be the first to tell you, ladies, he's just not that into you.
He's not.
I'm gonna, I never does that. He's not.
He's not.
Any man that I've interacted with that has been actually interested, it could be in a romantic way, it could be in a non-romantic way, it could be someone I was talking to, it could be my brother. When he wants to do something,
he's gonna do it.
Even thunder fire can fall down.
He's gonna do it.
And he will still do it.
He's gonna do it.
If he wants to. Okay. But if he doesn't,
understand.
That man will give you an excuse from
Denver. Back to point number one with excuses. Back to point number one with the excuses.
That man will drive 353 miles of excuses before he does something he doesn't want to do.
That's true. And that brings me to my next point.
Wait.
That brings me to my next point. No, this is a real tangible one, and you have to actually think about it. But ladies, if it's been time yet, and you haven't met his friends, you haven't spoken to any of his friends, and even if it's just like one friend you've spoken to, but you know he has a lot of friends, and somehow, some way, like you are still kind of this secret, like you haven't met them. He might have met yours, but he hasn't met any type of notion to introduce you to his friends, to show that you are actually someone he values in his life. Like, listen, at that point, you have to be able to see. Like, there is no, you're looking through the rosy glasses or whatever they say. Like, at that point, ladies, he's just not that into you. And I really hate to break it to you like this, but there should be no reason why you're building some type of relationship with someone and you're not meeting
just
more.
Bob the builder yourself.
Yeah, just build it.
Bob the constructor.
Yeah, just build it.
Bob.
Yeah, just build it.
Just build it. No building blocks. just building hopes, dreams.
Exactly, that's it. And he's not introducing you to any other important people in his life. Like, that should be a red flag. Like, a red flag immediately. That what you have is entanglement.
Yeah,
It's situationship.
And the thing is, like we said at the beginning, if
that's
it's
what you
not
want.
someone you want to take seriously and not something that you're taking seriously at all, if this is all fun, then fun,
Be free.
be fun.
Be free.
But just know, right?
That is not going, like,
It's
don't think
not.
that, oh, we can start off as a situationship and he's gonna get to know me and he's gonna like me so much.
You're
and
not
want me to be
changing
his
that person if
girl.
they don't want to be changed. You just cannot.
Please don't go into it with that mindset. Like, if you know that it's gonna be a fun situation, you're okay with that, then that's fine. But understand that it's gonna be that and only that. Well, no. Caveats here and there, but he's there for the fun, you're there for the fun. But otherwise, if these are signs you're seeing and you are looking for a future with this person, I really hate to tell you, the pill is this big to swallow. And we've all had to try and swallow it. It's a hard pill to swallow. But really, he's just not that into you.
Hey ladies, this has really been you know, we're just transparent here at the Raws. It's things that we've experienced, that we've lived, that we've seen, that have happened to us. And as it is coming Christmas and New Year's and Valentine's Day, we just
assess it because you're
before
gonna
you
go
go out
there,
here spend your money.
Exactly. You're gonna try and show up being the best girlfriend without the girlfriend title, trying to get someone a gift who's really just not that into you. Okay, so I know we've impressed upon this little phrase here, but I think that it's time that we all have this open conversation because, like she said, too many of us and our friends and our people that we see in the dating realm today keep falling for this okie doke. Okay, and at this point, we're tired. Like, there's no point that we should be. We've seen good men and we've seen our friends and ourselves in good relationships, and then we've also seen the not so good ones. And you have to stop making the excuses for the men and really just look at them and say, he might not be into me, and if this is what you want to continue, then fine. But if you want more than that, then you need to free yourself of it. Okay? Allow yourself to be free.
Liberate. Let go.
Honestly, we can go for days, but I've exhausted my points, okay? Like, what it really comes down to is reciprocity. If he's not giving the same energy that you're giving, if you're feeling like you like him way more than he likes you, or you care about him way more than he cares about you, then at that point, you have to assess it and be like, am I willing to keep putting myself through this? And if the answer is no, then you gotta go, okay? And that's it, point blank.
And there's also this thing where I've honestly, like, speaking transparently, found myself in a situation where you're like, okay, let's give it another shot, let's see. But even Michael Jordan didn't give that many shots. Shots.
But even Michael Jordan himself,
even himself, as
the shot caller,
there's a shot clock now.
Come on.
Come on. Chance after chance after chance. So you chance the rapper.
I just knew you were gonna say that when you said chance after chance after chance. I just knew you were gonna say that. No, but seriously, like, we get the chances, okay? We're not saying don't give chances, but we've all heard the saying, fool me once, shame on me, or shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. How many times?
Load the 3 times. One more time, let it land on you.
What? Fool me 3 times. The peace sign, load the chopper, let it rain on you. Okay?
We bring guns to fight.
I'm a lady. I'm a lady. No, keep that thing honest for real. So yeah.
That's really all we got. Honestly, please let us know. Hit us up.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know with some signs. And I feel like this conversation is one that we might even take to Instagram Live. Because we want to hear it. We want to hear what signs you've peeped. What are some signs in the opposite of, like, someone that really is into you? What does that look like? But these just our thoughts, our opinions. Please feel free to comment and let us know. Because I feel like, you know, as women, we've all been there.
Yeah.
And it was different for everyone.
Exactly. I was about to say, we've had different experiences, but I think that ultimately there are signs that you take from different experiences and you're supposed to learn and grow from them, right? Like, don't keep getting in the same situation after you've felt it and been through it. Like, understand, grow from it, and use it. Like we're saying, share your experiences with others so that people don't fall into that same cycle too. So let us hear your thoughts. Always, like we said, don't forget to like, comment,
subscribe,
share. I was gonna say share and then you were saying subscribe. Share and then subscribe. Okay, because we want you to share the video. Like, this is a spicy one, a little razzle dazzle.
And you know it can help your friend that's talking to that guy that they broke up 4 times, 5 times. Come on,
honestly, this could also be like a conversation starter. Send it to your entanglement and be like, I noticed that you be checking this box, and checking this box, and checking this box. And let's have that conversation.
Yeah, your entanglements are about to hate us.
They're going to be sick.
There goes that PS5. They're probably not getting it. But sorry, don't shoot the messenger. Come on. Oops. We're just helping our sisters.
Seriously.
But yeah. Also, make sure you turn on a subscription so you never miss an upload.
Oh yeah, that part.
Hello.
All right.
Well,
so thanks for joining us, y'all, and talk to y'all next week on The Raw. Bye.
Bye.